In today's journey, we're diving into the heart of darkness within us all, where uncharted potential lies hidden. Imagine a realm where your greatest strengths await, shrouded not in light, but in the shadows of your being. This video unveils the transformative process of integrating your shadow as conceptualized by Carl Jung, revealing how acknowledging and embracing our darker aspects can lead to profound personal growth and fulfillment. By exploring the concept of the shadow, we'll discover how the parts of ourselves we often ignore or suppress are not just sources of discomfort, but reservoirs of untapped potential and creativity. Introduction to Carl Jung's shadow concept. Carl Jung's exploration of the shadow delves into the depths of the human psyche, unveiling the intricate and often misunderstood aspects of our personality that lie dormant in our unconscious. The shadow, a term coined by Jung, represents the repressed, ignored, or denied parts of ourselves. It's akin to a vast, unseen storeroom where all our unexpressed fears, desires, and impulses are kept, alongside untapped potential and hidden strengths. This concept challenges us to reconsider our understanding of self, urging us to acknowledge that our personality's totality encompasses both light and dark aspects. The shadow is fundamental on our journey towards self-knowledge because it holds the key to understanding our true nature. It is composed of everything we are not consciously aware of about ourselves. However, these are not merely negative aspects, but also positive attributes and potentials we have yet to realize. The shadow harbors qualities we have either rejected, neglected, or never recognized, offering a fuller picture of our complex nature. Our darker, unconscious parts significantly influence our thoughts and actions, often in ways we might not be aware of. These influences manifest in various aspects of our daily lives, subtly guiding our decisions, reactions, and interactions with others. The shadow's presence can be seen in projecting our inner conflicts onto others, where we attribute our unacceptable traits to them, thereby avoiding facing these aspects in ourselves. This projection not only distorts our perceptions of others, but also hinders our personal growth by keeping us from confronting and integrating these hidden parts of our psyche. Confronting the shadow is a formidable challenge due to the discomfort and fear associated with facing parts of ourselves we have long avoided or denied. Yet, this confrontation is a necessity for understanding the human condition. It requires us to acknowledge and accept that our capacity for darkness and light coexists within us. By facing our shadow, we embark on a path of self-discovery that unveils the full spectrum of our humanity. This process is not about eradicating the shadow, but rather integrating it, acknowledging its presence, and understanding its influence on our lives. Integration leads to a more balanced and harmonious self, where the previously hidden strengths and weaknesses within us can be acknowledged and utilized constructively. Jung's shadow concept illuminates the profound truth that by embracing our entire selves, including the parts we wish to hide or change, we can find greater fulfillment and authenticity in our lives. The dual nature of the shadow. Transitioning smoothly from the initial discussion on Carl Jung's shadow concept, let's dive deeper into the dual nature of the shadow, uncovering the intertwined mix of both the darker aspects and the buried treasures within us. This exploration is crucial for anyone aiming to lead a more fulfilling and authentic life. The shadow, as we've begun to understand, isn't just a collection of our fears and shortcomings. It's also a vault containing our most significant yet unexplored potentials. Think of it as a dense forest. Yes, there are shadows, and perhaps some creatures we'd rather not meet, but it's also filled with undiscovered paths and hidden gems. The negative aspects, our anger, jealousy, and insecurities, are like the underbrush that trips us up. Yet, beneath that, in the same shadowy space, lie our greatest abilities and strengths, often neglected or unknown, because we've been too afraid or ashamed to explore them. Recognizing and accepting these hidden qualities begins with courage, the courage to look within and ask ourselves hard questions. Why do certain situations trigger a strong emotional response? What are the talents or interests we've pushed aside because they didn't fit with who we think we should be? Acknowledging these parts of ourselves requires an open, non-judgmental attitude. It's about listening to the whispers, or sometimes shouts, of our inner selves and being willing to explore what we find without immediate self-criticism. The process of recognition might start with reflection, meditation, or journaling, activities that allow us to observe our thoughts and behaviors from a distance. It might also involve seeking feedback from those we trust, offering a mirror to parts of ourselves we can't or won't see. These practices help us shine a light on the shadow, revealing it not as an enemy, but as an integral part of who we are. Overcoming the denial of the shadow is perhaps the most crucial step to prevent it from controlling our lives. Denial gives the shadow its power, allowing it to influence us in ways we don't understand and can't predict. It's like ignoring the monster under the bed, hoping it will go away, only to find it grows larger in the dark. By confronting the shadow, acknowledging its presence, and understanding its nature, we strip away its power to unsettle us unexpectedly. This doesn't mean we'll always like what we see, but rather that we can deal with our inner world more constructively. Facing and integrating the shadow brings incredible benefits. It allows us to live more holistically, acknowledging the full range of our experiences and emotions. It encourages us to harness our full potential, turning what we might have seen as weaknesses into strengths. And it offers us a sense of peace, knowing that we are no longer split between what we show the world and what we hide in the shadows. This matters because embracing the dual nature of the shadow is key to personal growth. It empowers us to move through the world with more grace and understanding for ourselves and others. We become more authentic, more creative, and more alive. In essence, by accepting and integrating our shadow, we step into a more expansive version of ourselves, ready to navigate life's complexities with confidence and a deep sense of self-awareness. As we continue this exploration, remember that the journey into the shadow is not a one-time venture, but an ongoing process of discovery and acceptance, one that can lead to profound transformations in how we see ourselves and engage with the world around us. The process of integrating the shadow. Embarking on the journey of integrating our shadow is akin to setting off on a grand adventure into the uncharted territories of our psyche, where we discover the full expanse of our inner universe. This exploration, guided by Carl Jung's insightful techniques, offers not just a path to healing, but unlocks a treasure trove of hidden potential that lies dormant within us. The process of shadow work is both an art and a science, requiring a blend of introspection, creativity, and courage. One of the most fascinating aspects of this journey is Jung's method of active imagination, a technique that invites us into a dialogue with the different parts of ourselves. This process can be as vivid as a waking dream, where we consciously engage with our inner characters, emotions, and symbols. It's a space where the rational mind takes a back seat, allowing the symbolic language of the unconscious to flow freely. Through this dialogue, we begin to understand the narratives we've constructed about ourselves and the world, and more importantly, we're given the chance to rewrite these stories in a way that embraces our full complexity. Dream analysis, another cornerstone of Jung's work, serves as a direct line to our unconscious, offering clues and insights wrapped in the cryptic language of dreams. Jung saw dreams as messages from parts of ourselves that we've lost touch with or actively repressed. Each dream is a piece in the puzzle of our psyche, revealing not just fears and desires, but pointing toward our untapped potential. For instance, a recurring dream of flying might not just symbolize a desire for freedom or escape, but could also point towards a latent potential for creativity or seeing things from a new perspective that we've yet to explore in our waking life. However, the path of integrating the shadow isn't without its obstacles. Resistance often emerges, as acknowledging our shadow means confronting aspects of ourselves we've denied or deemed undesirable. This resistance isn't just an internal struggle, it's mirrored in our external world, affecting relationships and life choices. It's a testament to the shadow's potent influence, subtly steering our life's direction from the depths of the unconscious. The process can unearth uncomfortable truths, challenging our self-image and forcing us to confront the complexities of our nature. Yet, this confrontation is essential, acting as a crucible for transformation. The journey towards shadow integration is marked by moments of discomfort, but these are the growing pains of a psyche expanding beyond its previous confines. It's a deeply personal process, unique to each individual, yet universally challenging. The rewards, however, are profound. Engaging in shadow work brings a sense of wholeness and authenticity to our lives. It allows us to reclaim the energy we've spent suppressing and battling parts of ourselves, channeling it instead into creative and constructive pursuits. What makes this journey truly remarkable is its impact, not just on the individual, but on the collective level. By integrating our shadow, we not only transform ourselves, but contribute to the collective healing of our communities. We become more empathetic, recognizing our shared humanity and the universal struggle of reconciling the light and dark within us all. The Shadow and Individuation. Shadow work is a pivotal component of Carl Jung's concept of individuation, a process he described as the psyche's journey toward achieving psychological wholeness and realizing the true self. Individuation is about integrating the various parts of our personality, including those unconscious aspects that reside in the shadow, to become a fully realized individual. The shadow, with its reservoir of repressed ideas, emotions, weaknesses, and desires, plays a crucial role in this journey. It represents all that the ego does not identify with, yet its integration is essential for individuation, highlighting the interdependence between confronting our darker selves and evolving into our most authentic form. Individuation unfolds in several stages, each marking a significant step in our psychological development and bringing us closer to wholeness. The first stage involves confronting the persona, the mask we present to the world, and recognizing it as not representative of our true self, but rather a social facade. This acknowledgement paves the way for the engagement with the shadow in the subsequent stage. Here, the individual must face and accept their darker aspects, integrating them into consciousness rather than letting them operate from the shadows. This process is often challenging as it requires acknowledging parts of ourselves we're conditioned to reject or deny. Following the confrontation with the shadow, the next stages involve dealing with the anima and animus, the feminine and masculine aspects present in all individuals, regardless of gender, and finally, experiencing the self, the archetype, representing the unity of the unconscious and conscious parts of the psyche. Each step towards integrating these aspects contributes to a fuller, more balanced existence, enhancing our capacity for empathy, creativity, and self-expression. The shadow in this journey is not merely an adversary, but a catalyst for growth. By engaging with our shadows, we uncover hidden strengths and talents, along with the roots of our fears and insecurities. This exploration allows us to transcend the dualities that often limit our understanding of ourselves and the world. The shadow holds the key to our unique abilities and, when integrated, can lead to significant personal development and a deeper connection to our true selves. Integrating the shadow contributes to individuation by forcing us to expand our self-concept to include these previously denied aspects of our personality. This expansion is not just about self-acceptance, but about harnessing the full spectrum of our capabilities and insights. The process transforms the shadow from a source of internal conflict to a wellspring of creativity and renewal. As we reconcile with our darker selves, we move closer to achieving psychological wholeness, a state in which we can live more authentically, guided by our innermost values and truths. The role of the shadow in our personal development and in realizing our true self is thus multifaceted. It challenges us to grow by confronting us with the complexities of our nature, but it also offers the promise of a more profound and enriched existence. Through shadow work, we learn not only to accept ourselves, but to thrive in our complexity, embodying a more integrated and authentic version of who we are meant to be. Practices and tools for exploring the shadow. Embarking on the journey of shadow work requires practical tools and daily practices that can guide us in recognizing and integrating our shadow aspects. Meditation and reflective writing stand out as powerful methods for this introspective work. Meditation allows us to quiet the noise of our daily lives and create a space for self-observation, where we can witness our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice encourages a heightened state of awareness, making it easier to spot the discrepancies between our conscious intentions and the unconscious impulses that drive our behavior. Reflective writing, or journaling, complements meditation by providing a tangible way to record and process our discoveries. It can be particularly revealing to write from the perspective of different parts of ourselves, including those we consider to be in the shadows. This method helps in externalizing our inner dialogues, making it easier to understand and reconcile the conflicting aspects of our psyche. Exploring the shadow can also be facilitated by the conscious use of medicinal plants and psychedelic substances under appropriate guidance and in a safe, controlled environment. These substances have been used for centuries in various cultural practices for their ability to unlock parts of the unconscious mind that are typically inaccessible. Modern psychology has begun to recognize its potential in catalyzing profound personal insights and accelerating the journey toward self-realization. When used responsibly, these tools can provide a unique opportunity to confront and integrate the shadow, revealing the deep-seated beliefs and fears that shape our perceptions and actions. They can strip away the layers of ego and persona, exposing the raw truth of our inner world. However, it's crucial to approach these experiences with respect, proper intention, and ideally, professional support to navigate the intense and often challenging revelations they can bring to the surface. Through these practices and tools, individuals can develop a more compassionate and comprehensive understanding of themselves, embracing the full spectrum of their being and moving closer to psychological wholeness. Conclusion: the path to integrate our shadow is not just a step towards self-discovery, it's a transformative journey that unveils the hidden depths of our potential and nurtures our growth towards psychological wholeness. This exploration into the darker recesses of our psyche can illuminate the way to a more authentic and fulfilling life. If you're intrigued by the mysteries of the shadow and crave deeper esoteric knowledge, remember to like and subscribe, ensuring you won't miss any part of this enlightening journey towards understanding the full spectrum of your being.